So I'm working on this 2002 BMW X5. Decided to change the fuel filter. So I dropped down the pan here. It's basically you just remove all the flange bolts, and it just hangs down. And here's the fuel filter right here. And this is a little hard to come by. I've got a 2002. And somewhere around the 4th month of production, they switched the filter to this, evidently. And when you call AutoZone, they say, yeah, the filter is in the tank and it's not serviceable. When you call Advance Auto, they have it, but it's the wrong one. And so you have to tell them it's a 2003, and you have to also tell them it's a V8. And that's when you get the right one. And so I've this is the filter. It's the WK513/3. It's a little hard to come by. There's all the screws and bolts, taking out the flange. I'm getting ready to remove these fittings here. And this one here, this rubber had disintegrated, and I've converted it over to plastic. As you can see down here, these are the pieces of the rubber tubing. It just disintegrated, and I think that might have been the cause of the weird drivability issues I was getting. And so because this vacuum line was basically open, so I added a piece of silicone tubing here, and now I'm going to just remove these. While I'm under here, this filter looks like it's never been changed. I'm going to go ahead and change it, and I think I'm going to cut this filter open and see what's in there as well while I've got it, the opportunity. So there's a little button on the top of the fitting here. It's really hard to see, but I'll see if I can show you. You can see this little blue piece inside there. You can see it moving. Let's see if I can get any closer. So when I push down on the top, you can see that wiggle. And I believe that's how you release it. I'm going to zoom back. Okay, so I'm going to try and push down on this tab. Sorry about my hand in the way. There we go. That's released it. So we've got a little pan down here catching the fuel. That's good, not a lot on that one. And now there's this one up here. Got the same thing. Little push button. Yeah, there she goes. And I've just got one on the other side to do. See if I can get this one. Right here. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Now I'll just take off these two nuts. $10mm nuts right here. I'm just going to start the bolts in there. Not going to tighten it down till I get it pushed back in place. And so these just click on. You can hear them click. Excuse me. A lot of pollen in the air. Click this one into place. Nice. And lastly is this vacuum line. I guess it's the vacuum line, I'm not sure. Not sure what it does. But it's connected. Now I can just tighten that fuel up. Get that where I want it. Back where it's happy. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire up the truck. Before I put this pan back in there, I want to make sure there's no leak, because I won't be able to see it once this cover's in place. So just as a peace of mind, I'm going to lower the car down a little where I can fire this up and make sure everything's okay before I button it up. So I got the car back down lower to the ground. I'm going to climb in it, fire it up, and make sure the fuel filter is not leaking. I'm going to turn the key on and off a few times to let the filter fill up with fuel. I can hear like bubbling noises and things like that. That sounds more normal. I'll do that one more time. It definitely sounds different than it used to. Now I'm going to fire it. Sounds good. It used to have a problem. Don't see any issue. I'm going to raise it up and take a look. I'm going to lower it down and let it sit on its stop blocks. There we go. Now it's not being supported by the cylinders, it's being supported by the latches. And I'm going to take a look. I don't see any dripping, but I'm going to take a look under there. Flashlight over here. Looks good. I don't see any signs of leaking. And more importantly, I noticed it sounds more normal. It used to have a weird whining sound when you'd hear the fuel pump fire up. I think it was maybe restricted, because now it doesn't have that sound anymore. And hopefully that'll mean something as well. Now the only thing I got left to do is bolt this thing back up into place, and I can put it on the road.